Hey guys, it's CJ here, and I'm going to be continuing my series of looking at the demos from Premiership Highlander Season 10. If you remember, we've been looking at some of my POV demos, which is of course me playing Medic and having a look at some of the things I did right and some of the things I did wrong. And my team won, and I thought it would be a good idea to have a look at some of the players that have helped me to win that title on my team. So we're going to be looking at the POVs from some of the other classes, and I'm going to be joined by those players, and they're going to be talking about what they're thinking during the game. And today I'm going to be joined by Toast, who is the spy on my team. So a bit of spy gameplay today. And actually he was voted Spy of the Season in Season 9, Spy of the Season in Season 10, and also Best Player of the Season in Season 10. So a very talented spy, the best spy I've ever played against or with. You can already see on the screen his ambassador, 105,000 kills is a hell of a lot of kills. And he gets a lot of headshots, so I'm looking forward to seeing the gameplay. And this is actually looking at the upward map. This was the grand final against Fair Enough, so this was a high intense game, so plenty of action and plenty of high stakes. Obviously we wanted to win. This is the second map after the Gully Wash game, which you can see my POV of the Gully Wash game earlier on this playlist. But Toast, how are you today? You ready to go?
Yes, I'm good, thank you.
Yep. Right, so I'm going to do a little countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. And the first thing I'm going to ask you is, you're running the Spicicle, and since like the Dead Ringer change, you know, because that gives you fire resistance now a little bit, a lot of people have changed to using the stock knife. Is there any reason you run the Spicicle still?
Yes, the main reason I still do is because there are like a few situations where you'll be on fire or some shit, and it's just nice to have like an extra extinguish from the other than the Dead Ringer. Though, like, usually the stock knife is it's probably better, so I should probably be using it. But like I've been using this bicycle for so long that I just like to have it. Like I think the knife is probably all around a better one with like ambi DR spying now, but I like to use the bicycle because of the few situations where it's going to save you your ass from pyros and shit.
Yeah, I suppose
Stuff
like
that.
that odd situation where you might die, but you know, especially your style, which is kind of trying to stay behind enemy lines and stay alive and stuff, kind of comes in useful.
Especially after like they gave the speed boost to fucking Dead Ringer, so you can like like the back and it's like instantly like extinguishes you anyway, so it isn't that big of a deal anymore. But I still like to have it. Okay, so you can approach this this first point in two ways generally. You can do what I'm doing this time and like go sneaky and time a sap or like a med drop with your team. It's really important that you do that. Yeah, or you can like go with like DR ambi, like try and camp on the hill or in the tunnel and try and headshot people to like distract. Okay, so this just happens to work out. Like it's generally not a very like secure. Well, it's rarely gonna get you anything done, but it just happened to work this time. Usually I prefer just to like ambi spam from tunnel or cliff.
That was actually like a med drop, so that was that was huge. Like, so you
That's,
just like
yeah,
casually like, yeah, that shouldn't have worked, but it did. But yeah, that's pretty huge. I mean, it was good timing because the rest of our team was jumping in and doing suicide, and you kind of approached.
That's all the like. It's never gonna work if you don't time it with your team. So like that's like a must. Okay, so here I switched to the setup we talked about earlier, the ambi DR and Spicicle. So here what I want to do now is I want to get the sniper kill because our team's looking to push. That's like the general rule. You want to like when your team's pushing on like a payload. Not always, of course, but right now that's what my team would appreciate. Now we're going from like upper tunnel here, so like I didn't know that I think, or else I wouldn't have done this because like it doesn't really make a difference if the sniper's down or not, like if we're looking at the positions of everyone. But yeah, whatever. Sniper pick is really good when your team's trying to push. So here I'm just staying behind. I'm waiting for the sniper to spawn here, so I'm just getting some health. I know it's going to be a bit of like a few seconds before he spawns, but most of the time he's going to come to like the rails there, and he does. So here I miss a shot. Now I go back here because I know I shot and he should have heard that. For some reason he didn't. So like I thought he'd just turn around and like trying to quickscope me. So here I'm just like kind of scrambling a bit, looking for the sniper pick still. Okay, so I know he's not aiming at me, so I take my time to light on the shot since there's nothing else that like shooting at me. So that's like when you have the time to shoot, just take the time. Like usually I wouldn't encourage like standing still when shooting people with ambi because it doesn't make you very good at aiming. But if you like, there's no like if you're like 1v1ing someone, you want to like keep moving to like it'll help you aim and you'll be hard to hit. But if you're like just shooting someone that isn't looking at you, then you can just take your time and like stand still because it's an easier shot. So ideally here I'd want to go behind, but it can be kind of difficult if you're on dead ringer. So now right now like that opportunity's not there for me, I feel. So I'm just looking for like a sniper pick potentially as he's peeking. I'm very lucky here to time it up with Cloudy, our sniper, so we get like headshot him like basically at the same time, so he dies instantly. So yeah, that just happens to work out. Now I want to get behind or get a pick. Now the medic's so close that I'm tempted to go for the med pick, but I shouldn't have done that because there's too many people in that one area, and like looking at it now, it doesn't like it. Even when I was like leaving shithouse, like the small huts, it wouldn't have worked. Like,
What do you think you would have done there, like in hindsight?
what I should have done is I should have like made the pyro look at me and like make me feign, and then I should have run behind, like to like the back stairs and like trying to like get an NG pick or something like that, or a sniper pick, because they were pretty far back at that point. So it's like something that just staying behind and being annoying, like behind their lines, is like really, really useful. Now here it's fine.
Yeah.
My mouse is dying for some reason, I think.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
So we got to pause here, and just to clarify why we're not watching the STV. Obviously, if you're recording a demo locally through PREC or something, then your demo is going to stop recording when you have to quit the game. So instead of looking at the segmented demos from Toast's point of view and constantly have to restart looking at a different demo, we thought, hell, let's just watch the STV demo and just watch it in one big row. So yeah, I mean, like so far, like you've just been like your big focus is the sniper, like, which is really good because obviously, like you're saying, like on payload you want the enemy sniper to be dead. That gives your sniper a lot more room and allows everyone else to be a bit more kind of aggressive in the sightlines. Like, is that your constant? Like, is that always your priority on payload maps? Like, is that is that a priority pick no matter what?
No, on like usually I'll go for sniper pick if I can't find like my ideal situation on offense on almost any payload map is I get fuck's sake. Wait one sec. Let me just find my POV again.
Yeah, so you joined the wrong team and then had to.
Yep, there we go. One sec. I'm not very good at this. Oh, and then I skipped it. Great.
There you are. I found you. You're in the house now, so you're just coming up slope.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Right. So in the the most ideal thing that could happen to me right now is when I push on offense is like I want to be behind them and just try to like draw them back to me. Like if you draw someone back to you, like make them chase you, that's the same as effectively the same as you getting a kill. Like so they're basically like having themselves killed, which is equally useful.
Yeah, so like instead of actually physically killing them, you're just taking them out the fight, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, and that's effectively the same thing because they can't do anything, and most players will actually chase you because they're stupid. Like, well, not stupid, but
the temptation of trying to get the kill is too much.
It's a common mistake a lot of people make. So I kind of like you want to like if you see something in like your like. If you're playing against someone and you can see a mistake they're making, you want to exploit it always, like chasing, for example. So right there, like my previous death, I don't really know what I should have done. Right now I probably shouldn't be on dead ringer at all, because I'm not gonna get much done. And here I'm wasting time by shooting the demo. Like it's very unlikely that I'd ever kill him even like I had to line up 3 perfect headshots in like 4 seconds, which was not gonna happen. There, I was helping my pyro kill a soldier. Like I didn't expect him. I thought he knew that this pyro was there, so I decloaked instantly just to like because I thought he would turn around, but he didn't. But effectively, just like traded with the Sully, which is like a decent trade. It doesn't really do much right now. It doesn't really change the game, so it's not ideal. Like right now, what I want to do is here. My mouse is dead, but what I want to do on a last point is I want to make like a game changer. Like I want to like a big pick that's gonna like either that I want a pick that is gonna make the push our team is going to make very soon very easy, like a medic drop or a sniper pick. And if I can't get that, if there's no like if that isn't happening, what I will usually do is I'll just help my flank with like ambi shots and shit. Now, something else you can do is, well, not something else, but if you want to get those like big picks, Invis is usually a better choice, depending on the map. Like, but here in this situation, the Invis is probably a better choice because because they're all camping on the top area and the pyros are constantly spy checking. I'm not gonna get much ground on top, and there's so few areas I can hide, and because they know I'm DRing, they're gonna find me like very quickly, so I'm not gonna be able to do much there.
Yeah. So it's better to actually like, because it's more difficult on this last point because it really is like enclosed. It's not very open at all. I suppose it's more difficult to get behind them using the dead ringer because, like you said, they know you're running DR. They know that you're going to be activating and trying to get behind them. Whereas it would be best to just get behind them using the Invis watch and try to do something that way.
It's gonna be more effective, and it has a higher chance of working because on the last point you can't really get behind them. Like you're always gonna be around them. So and like dead ringer is very nice, but it's not gonna help you much on this point unless you want to help your flank out, which does work sometimes. Like if you can get like 2 or 3 flank picks in quick succession, that's like as huge as like a sniper pick sometimes, or a medic drop. It all depends on the situation.
That's it's quite interesting because I always think because I played Spy a long time ago, and especially kind of on positions like this where you're trying to push last point, I always feel the pressure is on the Spy and the Sniper to get those picks, and it's always right, you need to get a medic pick or a sniper pick or a demo pick. Like those are the ones that you need to kill to create an opening. But what you said there about trying to get flank kills to help your flank sort of take over an area, like obviously that's almost as good as killing a sniper or something, because you're opening up an avenue for your team to take advantage of.
Yeah, like typically what I see is I find it rare that I don't believe in relying on your sniper and spy to do some like getting those med picks or sniper picks, because most of the time it's not going to happen unless the other team is kind of like out of sync or something. So it's low like there's low chance of that actually happening. So like I feel especially on like a point like upward, like a soldier is able to get a forest a lot easier, because it's just like when you're face to face with someone, like Sully is a much easier class to kill with. Like he has much more, like he has better openings. Like he can, if you're like under the train tracks, there's like this little gap where you can jump up and up to like the balcony area of like the last point, which is like a good place to like surprise the medic and kill him, like stuff like that. Generally, you won't see the spy and the sniper get those kind of picks. If they do, that's great, but it's not something you like. I rarely find that a spy is going to be able to get those very often. That's also one of the reasons I don't play the Invis class much, because I don't find it that reliable. But yeah, that's another thing. Here, I was trying to strafe through the window, but the heavy was blocking, so I couldn't really do much. Here I'm kind of desperate because I saw the spy was going back to spawn, so I knew that he'd find me. So I was kind of just trying to strafe like around the window so he couldn't shoot me, because I know he would. and then I just kind of ran out into the sentry, which was stupid. There's not really. I was kind of in a stupid position there. Like I shouldn't have been there to start off with. Those I don't really know what I was thinking. Right now, I'm not. When you're on the cart, you want to look behind you because that's where people most likely are going to come from. There was a sniper there, but I could see like if you looked at him, he wasn't going to shoot at me. Like either he hadn't realized I was there, or like he was focused on something else. So I just should have looked behind me there, and yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything, but it's a good habit to keep. Like I wouldn't have been backstabbed, but I would have killed in like some other way. So now I'm just kind of looking to get ground and keep it for my team's respawners. And I take out a sentry because that's just going to be a fucking pain for my teammates to deal with, especially like the Solly as you just saw. He's just got destroyed. Now, right there, the medic is standing still. This should have been a very easy medic kill for me, but somehow I missed that shot. I don't know how, but whatever. At least I'm distracting the medic because he knows I'm looking at him. So he's basically just staying and being. It's again like he's basically dead at that point because like he can't go out because he knows I'll just one-shot him. So he's just standing still and basically idling.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're like a kind of semi-failed push on last and you're kind of just scrambling and there's few players up, something you can do which is very useful is just hold the ground until your team spawn again, and then just like the upper right balcony, for example, on last. If you hold that, which is like semi-easy if you have the dead ringer. Like you don't want to be doing this with like an invis kit because you can't defend yourself. It's only with DR and like ambi. If you have your invis, you want to be like at the spawn, camping the spawn doors or around the spawn doors for people that just spawned who are going to be rushing out because the point is almost capped. So try and catch them off guard.
Obviously, that's a big advantage for running the ambi because, you know, if you're running L'Étranger or Revolver and you're in that position, you're not going to do much damage from afar. But obviously, if you're hitting those 1 or 2 headshots from, you know, that balcony top right, you're basically a second sniper at that point.
Yeah. If you use the ambi properly, well, if you get good with it, you can do it. Opens so much to you, which is why I pretty much when I play like gun heavy spy, I always play with that ambi because I think it just does much more than the revolver. And if I play like invis, I'll use the L'Étranger because that's like L'Étranger is always the best if you're playing like invis spy because you get the most cloak. Well, not necessarily invis spy, but like knife spy. You want to be like that's what the gun you're gonna be rocking. So right now, this is like my favorite. My favorite place on all of Upward when I'm defending because this place is almost so flawless. Like what you want to be doing is you want to be camping the top right corner with DR ambi and then just taking headshots at people coming out. And if you just play kind of passive like I'm doing here, there's nothing that could kill you. Like there's literally nothing if you just watch out, and you can just receive arrows from your medic down there. Now I'm just like,
I will do it at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, now I'm doing that. Well, you did, but I was really being a retard and like an idiot and dodging them for some reason. That was you don't want to be doing that. That's stupid.
I have to say, like you and Raptor, our soldier, you both you do say when you want arrows, and you're always in a decent position to receive them. So, like, it says something that the enemy spy goes to stab you.
Yeah, a spy should never, ever, ever go for another spy because the only thing that does is, I'm not saying that because I'm angry that he killed me or whatever. That's just because it's generally very, very useless for you to do because you get a spy kill, but you also give up your precision because he's using invis especially, and then. A spy can't do anything. A DR gun spy can't do anything super big on this first point. Like if it would be a sniper pick, that would be something else because he could do big stuff. But like I'm annoying, but I can't really kill too much. I can kill off stragglers, but I can't drop the medic unless I get like super lucky. Well, that's not gonna happen. So now I'm just like nobody. I get a good shot on the medic, which basically means he's gonna have to retreat or pop. So here I don't know why I'm not going for the medic. I'm probably just distracted because of the cart moving up. But actually, it's probably the clever thing not to go for that because we were backing out at that point. That was probably the call, so I just didn't decloak. So now, another good spot when you're running DRMB is like holding this top left. Like the top left rock, because you can just like go back if you're getting like hit by people, and like it's a very safe position, like the one previous. Now it didn't really work here because the enemy team was so far forward. What I probably should have done there is because Ali was like our demo was really aggressive there. What I should have done is I should have run to the doorway and blocked the medic and demo off, because I think if I timed it right, I think I could have blocked them off and like have them like get killed by our demo.
It's quite interesting, like watching you like play on defense, because it's almost like you're like another scout and you're just kind of cleaning up off the damage and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that works. Really does. So right now I'm just the number one priority for me, like the ideal situation for me on offense. No defense, a spy, DR spy, is I just want to stay behind. Okay, so here I hear the Sully, and I know I'm not going to win only one with the Sully, so I jump down, because I know he's coming from the top, I could hear that. So yeah, never ever take 1v1s with the fight. Just think about what you're like able to do. Like, I'm not going to be able to like win a fight with a Sully, so I shouldn't take that fight. Okay, so here, I'm just trying to be the most annoying player I could be, and like just trying to have them chase me. I just want to I want to constantly try to go for these picks, and like have them think of me. Like I always want to, like as soon as I get a chance to get a pick, like to go for one like safely, where I won't die because I have the DR charge, I will go for it, because they're gonna get so paranoid, and like they're gonna have to think it like it really hurts their game, and like if I can get an easy pick like that, I'll just go for it. So yeah, I just try and be the most annoying player you can, and always like you want to make sure like you never die. That's very important. Like, so basically you will only want to go for a pick, even a medic pick, if you know you can get it and you won't die off it. I almost value it to be better to stay alive in these situations when you know your team has a decent hold, and just trying to be annoying. Now I know the heavy's gonna eat a sandwich because he was really low, so I just like I should have gone for that. I don't know if I had my bicycle out there, but I had if I had it available, but I should have gone for the style. Like going for headshots like that is stupid, because like a guy could easily have come behind because he would be like call stuff, like the heavy would call that I was there. Now, one thing you saw me do right there was I shot at the sniper. I headshot the sniper, but I didn't go for the kill. I just ran away instantly, because I know like a sniper with like 20 health is not going to be able to do anything, and it's going to take a while for him to get heals, and he's going to be thinking of me, so he's going to be playing poorly and shit like that. Like,
so again, it's like you're not killing him. You're just taking him out of the fight because he's so weak.
I'm effectively taking him out of the fight, and I'm on top of that. He's not going to be thinking about, like, he's going to be distracted, so he's not going to play as well. He's going to make stupid decisions often, and like, believe it'll be passive and look for me. So here another pick, like an easy pick. Now, like I play this kind of style really passively. I don't like dying is like so important that doesn't happen, because the whole point of this is that you like, if you like, let's stay alive and stuff. Now, this situation is a bit different because I know the medic has Uber and they're going for the push right away, and there was like there's a really decent opening for me to get a medic drop there, but he just didn't move as it predicted, so I didn't get the stab probably.
Is that why you went for the medic instead of the demo?
Yep. Like the medic with an Uber is going to do much more. It's going to be much more key than a demo, and at that point, because like without a medic, they're not going to be able to push because we have Uber as well. So we're gonna have a massive advantage in that way. Right, so here I thought the Sully was gonna go up the stairs, so I back off, so I'm not in like his face if I meet a Sully at the stairs, and then I'm gonna get killed. That's like you want to. like you want to play it in a way that's just never ever gonna get you killed when you're playing this kind of style. Well, sometimes you have to go for picks, but trying like staying alive is a lot more important than like a lot of people value. Like I hear a lot of people who just say that spy is a worthless class and you can just die however much you want, and that's I don't believe in that. I think that's a stupid thing to say because like it's an entire player saying that. I don't. That play right there was stupid. I shouldn't do that. I should have died there, and it shouldn't have worked. So yeah, I should have just stayed behind and maybe like lure them out or something like that, just distract them away. So yeah, you shouldn't go for stupid plays. Now I'm Jiratu there, so I back off immediately because I have a pretty good chance of dying there. So it's not gonna happen. Now I'm pretty confident in this fight, so I take it. Like you can take fights if you're confident. Like if you're confident in winning it, then you can take it. You have to think about two things. You have to think about, are you confident winning it? If not, then don't take it. And is it going to be useful? Like an entry pick isn't really going to be useful, but I was very confident in me getting that. And the Solly just happened to be there, and then I was just kind of making the best of what I had because I knew I was dead. So I just trying to and then I just luckily hit the shot, so it worked out in my favor. Like I traded 2 for 1 there when they were pushing, which really like that's pretty big. Like then it's like instead of 9v9, then it's all of a sudden like 8v7, and that's like a big advantage for me. Now somehow the demo bought my disguise there, so that's pure luck. I should have died there, but. Unless I think the demo was just a lot more distracted with like the cart because there was like 10 seconds left, so they really had to like go for it here. That's another thing you should like really abuse when the round is ending. When you're like playing on defense and there's like 15 seconds left on the cart, everyone will be there, and you want to keep that in mind, and so like. You want to like play like knowing that, so like you can jump down and like backstab people, because a lot of people won't be looking in that direction you're coming from, which is behind. That's the same if you're playing like a King of the Hill map and the round is about to end. You know people will be rushing for the point and they probably won't look behind them, so you want to use if you know you want to always like use like if you can see something on a player, you want to use that. Like he's definitely not going to look behind, so this pick is safe to take. Stuff like that.
Okay, that's really interesting. I'm on tick 300 on the second one.
Yes. Do countdown.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, so what are we doing here?
I think we're defending first on this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we are.
Which will be good because we defend for a lot longer on this one, I think. So we'll get to see a little bit more of the like the defense there.
Oh. If you're playing like defense is generally where you're going to be doing most of your work in games, because there's no pressure for you to move, and you know in which you always have a good general idea of where the enemy is going to be going. So like you have more control in that sense, and that actually helps you a lot if you use it properly. But just like think, okay, so they're going to be here, and they're going to do this because they have to win the game, stuff like that. And you don't like on offense, you are forced to move, so you have less options generally. So yeah, so here you want to make sure the defense part, especially if you're playing DR Spy, this is where you're going to be most useful.
Yeah, I suppose when you're attacking, like the pressure is there for you to get a med drop or a sniper pick or something like that. Like you're forced to make things happen. Or on the defense, it's the enemy team who's under the pressure, and you can just wait for people to come to you.
Yeah, kind of. It's more of a positioning thing though, because like you're forced to move and they're not. It's not so much the picks. You just have less opportunities because you're forced to move. Okay, so Ali shouldn't have died there. That was really stupid. Because the spy. This is like an example of why I think people do like go for like that spy pick, because sometimes it will work. Because what should have happened there is that Vilcek, their spy killed me, and then our team should have known that he was there, and then Ali wouldn't have died. I don't know what happened there. It's just like a communication error, whatever.
Yeah, there was.
Still,
I think we lost like 3 people really quickly, so maybe like
something
all
like
of the calls.
Something like that. Whatever. Okay, so I shouldn't have gone. I should have fallen back there, and just like, again, that was like playing for one of those stupid plays that are never gonna work almost. So like, I should have fallen back there and helped my flank, because I didn't even have. I wouldn't even have time to have like drop the medic, even if I got the perfect like positioning and stuff. So yeah, I didn't really think straight there. Okay, so now I want to help my flank settle the like the ground. We don't want to lose too much ground here, so I'm trying to help my flank. I'm getting in a proper position. I know they're going to be moving up, so I'm just standing here. I was hoping they would like come through so I could backstab them. That wasn't happening. Call the spy. That's also a big thing. Call everything. Like your comms are really useful. See, like help save my sniper here basically. Now I don't have much faith in me getting that ambi headshot on medic, so I leave it pretty quickly, and see if there's anything on the right. There isn't, so I just return. And here I'm just like doing long range work where they can't really do much. They can't really do much against me, so I'm pretty much free to do whatever I want because they can't kill me. Something I don't do here is I don't check for the medigun change, which was stupid. I could see it, so I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference, but like generally you just want to. It's a good habit to have, like just always check for mediguns. Now I know the medic pick is not going to work out, so I just like follow to the edge of the tunnel where people aren't going to be, and then I just like, okay, he runs away, but there's a sniper pick there, so I just go for that and then run away. Also, the NG pick again, like NG pick is generally not worth getting because it doesn't do anything. But he was so low, I know I was going that way anyway, so you might as well. So, yeah, that's pure luck, but I guess it works out. Just running around the flank right now, and like just looking to see what picks I can get. I should have gone that sniper pick, but whatever. Then I just flanked there quickly to see if I could get him because I knew that he was very low. So, but I didn't find him with those mini, so I just gave up. But basically, what you're doing here is you're basically just looking to you wanna do like a circle motion around the flank, and just look for stragglers, and just like generally help your flank out when you're playing this sort of style. If you're playing Invis like Knife Spy at this point, you want to be looking to get Knife Spy is a bit simpler in that respect because you just always want to you want to help your flank, and it's kind of the same thing. Like you want to help your flank, and then you want to there's a bit more emphasis on like getting the big picks like a medic or a sniper pick because you have a better opportunity to do so, and you like have a less opportunity to help your flank because you're much weaker. So it kind of shifts in that respect if you're playing Knife Spy.
I've lost count on how many times you've been backstabbed. Like,
I think it's 3 now. Right there's no reason for him not to go for it because, well, actually that's not true. Never ever go for spy picks. It's stupid and it's a waste of time. So here I'm just helping. I'm just helping my team, shooting shit. Now my Sully there calls that he's weak, so I go aggressive because I know I can catch him off, and I know he's gonna walk away. Right, so I know also when you're playing, you want to count the Ubers. Like if you can, like it's not a necessity, but it's a nice thing to be able to do. Is you want to know when the enemy has Uber and when they don't, and when they're about to Uber, it's kind of having a sixth sense for when they're about to like Uber. You like if you play enough, you're gonna like eventually just gonna have an idea of when people are gonna try and push, and when they're gonna when they're just about to push, they won't look behind. That's some of the times where I try to go for these plays. Like right there was just given to me, so I just went for it because like I could just see no one was looking. So now I'm just trying to get behind again, being annoying. This is kind of tricky when there's mini sentries there, but they were just far enough away so I could just like dead ring like uncloak in the middle, so I could just like they wouldn't see me and I would be right behind them, and they're doing what was really a failed push at that point, but I knew I had an idea that they wouldn't be looking behind me.
Well, that was like a really big play actually, because I mean you dropped their medic to begin with, and then I dropped like 20 seconds later, and that med pick allowed us to kind of stay in this fight, so
yeah,
it was kind of like a really, really key moment.
I guess. So here I'm just like the medic is hurt, so I'm just taking my time to line up the shot. I miss, but whatever, who cares? So again, just helping my team out. Now I'm low here, so I probably shouldn't go for these. I guess I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done that. I guess I had a feeling that they weren't looking at me, and I had like confidence in my shot, so I just went for it.
It was like an all aim, no brain moment.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done that. So now I'm here. I'm very like hesitant in going for the heavy pick because I knew that that the medic and the sniper, I think no pyro, knew that I was a spy, so they would call him out, and the heavy would turn around. That's something you want to keep in mind as well. Now I'm not going to win the pyro. I'm not going to win a fight with this pyro, so I back off. But I keep doing the same thing, stay behind and being annoying. So here I should look behind. This is really stupid of me. I don't look behind because there could be something behind, but there just happened not to be. And I know the sniper knows I'm a spy, so I just feign. I don't even go for the shot because I know it could kill me, and that would be retarded. So I never ever do that. Be very stupid to die like that. So you know when there's a good chance of you dying, you don't want to take that. Now this is an accidental decloak, that can happen sometimes, and just try and make the best of what you got from that point. There's not much you can do. Okay, so I shouldn't sap. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is really stupid, but that wouldn't be worth it. So this is another thing I like to do. This is a really good thing to do actually, is when I know that the cart is going to be pushed up this ramp, they're always going to be sitting behind it, and they're pretty much going to be standing still, because like there's going to be a lot of presence like forward of the cart, because that's where my team is, but it's not and the only safe place is really behind it, and because they have to stand on it to push it, they're always going to be there, and in like a really like easy to hit position. So what I want to do is when I stay where I am right now and just like shoot the cart, just stay still and like try to get those easy shots. And it can like in some situations it can really kill the entire push, because you can kill 2 people on cart, and then all of a sudden they have no cart presence. So I'm not confident trying to 1v1 Cherry here, so I just abandon the fight. I do go for the shot because he was looking away, so I just like quickly went for a shot and like instantly cloaked again. Now I take the flank. I know the scout sees me, so I just run away. There's no way that me going for a pick there is ever gonna work. So because he knows I'm there, and he's just gonna call me. So I just try to shoot the demo. He just runs away because he knows the fight isn't worth it. And now I get again just staying behind, being annoying, trying to draw people back to me. Getting a teleporter pick every once in a while is fine. Here I'm just trying to streak the pyro. I know he's gonna. I know he wouldn't chase me far, but I know like he still chased me a bit, so I can get an easy feign. Now the scout there, he didn't see me, and I can't win a 1v1 with a scout usually. I don't count on it at least, so I just stay hidden, so he doesn't so I don't get killed. I probably shouldn't I'm kind of wasting my time going for that spy pick, but it was like so easy I almost couldn't resist doing it. So here the sniper's not looking at me, so it's an easy pick. Well, sort of easy, so you can land the shot. He's not looking at me, I'm right beside him with Ambi. It's a pretty good kill. Now I did say previously that the sniper's not going to be able to do much. Well, I don't like to rely on having the sniper get those picks like on last points where like a medic drop or something, but he can get them, and it just opens a lot of room for my team when I'm pushing.
That was a nice shot.
Well, defending actually, so I just try to. Yeah. So right now they're pushing the cart heavily, so I'm just rushing it because you want to like if they push, we've lost. So then me staying alive is worthless. But I just happened to catch the heavy and the medic there, so they were called, so that's good. You want to react on calls, and then I beef on flash there, but whatever. Just react on the calls and like make sure you like use what you know to your advantage. Again, there take the easy shots when you know it's not gonna if I was like trying to like kill the scout there that was charging through main, I wouldn't be standing still because it would be an easy shot. But since they weren't looking at me, I'll just take the easy shot because there's no presence. Now I know. Here I'm just annoying the sniper, he's not looking at me, and I'm just holding him off right now, and I'm just throwing the telly, so I've just basically, that's actually, okay, if I destroyed the telly, that would have been the same as me killing the sniper, almost, because like, it would bought me a lot of time there.
I think I remember that moment in the match, you were like, I'm spawn camping the sniper, he can't get out.
Yep.
Like, that, he was out of the fight for so much longer.
Yep. Now I see the cart is being pushed, so I just rush to it because like I don't know if my team could do it. So like the cart is literally everything.
Just so you're on a 10 kill streak right now.
Yep. So you want to make sure that like you just want to make sure you have that thing covered. Now something a lot of spies also undervalue is the butter knife. If you just like, especially when you have the boost, like the run boost speed from the Dead Ringer now, it can actually really work. And there I was just confident he wasn't going to hit the third pipe, so I just went for it. And he was so low, so it was only going to be butter knife. And it's so easy, like you'll always hit it. It's not like you're going to miss. And then I just get caught up by Soli and shit, but that's fine. Like eventually, like your kill streak's not going to last forever. Like sometimes you just there's an element of randomness to the game. And like sometimes you just will be caught out and there's nothing you can do about it. So there's no one around. I think the engine's actually dead. So I just sap the stuff, there's no reason not to. I call the sniper's position, but I leave him because like the Soli's right there for one, and like in that situation it isn't really worth chasing the pick. It's just worth like the key element there is just me having him pushed back so he can't do anything. Like it's the same thing, and if I charged him, it would be me risking my life for, I guess, a sniper pick. But I mean, there was no reason to, so I just didn't. There's no reason to charge him, which like basically just makes the chance of me like dying 0, which is good.
Yeah, because our combo is doing like a passive hold at the moment. Like we're basically on our spawn, so I suppose that means it's easier for you to get behind them because the attacking team's so much further forward.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's something. But it's generally just helpful that my team is like bunched up in area, which means that like I know when we're having this hold, I always know where all the players are. Like kind of, I have a rough idea of where they are. So like it's just much easier for me to like play. So here I didn't know the scout was there. I shouldn't go for this heavy, and I don't. That's good, because he could easily like turn around and kill me instantly, and like he would be like there's not much he can do from up there really. Like he can give some pressure on the sentry, but like not much else really. Like he can't really do much, so I don't really commit to that pick. See here I didn't see the pyro. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't have committed if I knew the pyre was there. Yeah. Right. So I shouldn't commit on the combo after they were locked in our spawn because they would be dead anyway. Like me being there accomplishes nothing because they're gonna die anyway. So I might as well use that time instead to get behind them again and be in a position to harass them when they respawn. So that I can delay them for my team, so my team can get back some ground after the push. Like, because when they pushed in, they gained a lot of ground on us, and now I want to buy my team as much time as possible to regain that ground.
Just like you're thinking like a few moves ahead, like you're not killing them straight away, you're preparing for them to respawn in like, 10 seconds, and then you're going to be in a position to attack them, on their next life sort of thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we are having another pause. I knew there was another pause, but apparently
it's not me this time.
It's not you, no. I think it was, actually I don't know why it was. It was the other team, though, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too long.
Okay, so... The pirate knows where I am here, so I just run away. There's no, like... It would be pretty unlikely that, like, I'd survive if it just, like, try to run behind them there. Like, you want to really want to play it safe here, like... Okay, so now I'm Jurassic, so I just run away. When you're trying to get behind them, you want to play it safe. You want to make sure you get behind and you don't die to something stupid, like a I don't know, like a rocket or something. I call the scout. I know he's going to be distracted here, so I go for the commit. Like I commit to the fight because he's not going to be looking at me. He's going to be running away. I know he's going to be running behind, so I go to the choke area, because yeah, that's just where he's going to be most likely. I guess he could have taken the health kit under, but I don't think there's much for him to do under at the moment, because our combo's like top and there's no presence under. So now they push. So now this is a time where it's not going to be much presence in the area that the team is not pushing is going to be like there's not going to be much presence in the other areas, and that's like I'm trying to get behind during a push, and then and then I just flank them from the area they're not pushing. So if they're pushing from left, then I go on the right side, and if they push right, I go on the left side and flank them that way. Because I know there's not going to be much presence on the opposite side of where they push. And you want to be like when the Uber fight ends, being behind is probably the best place you can be, because like, I mean, there's not much you can there's not much they can do whatsoever. No wait, that's not right. Because they're not going to be looking at you. So like, they're most likely going to be looking away. So yeah, you can get easy backstabs because they're fighting. They're hopefully fighting your combo at that point. Still, because the Uber fight's just over. So like, always play off distractions as well. It's so key.
Okay.
Like, you really want to focus on not having a fair, like it's the same as when you play heavy. Really, it's like you really want to have focus on not playing you don't want to play fair. You always want to have the if you can, you will always want to have the upper hand in like a fight. Try to always get that.
Yeah, you never want like the fight to be equal. You always want the odds stacked in your favor, sort of thing.
Yeah. Something a lot of people don't play enough of, like I feel. So I don't know if I agree with playing the Invis Watch here. Okay, I don't actually. Never mind. But playing the Invis Watch here would be kind of stupid because potentially stupid because I did it the first round. So it would be likely that they would be expecting me doing the second round, and I did it from a very particular spot where it'd be easy to pick me off if they knew I was there, like behind the rock, behind the sentry. So it basically makes my chances of that already low chance strat work even less. So what I do here is I run the ambi, I try to get away around here. Now I get knocked back, so I'm probably it's probably unsafe to run behind here, but whatever, I just managed to get away. Okay, so you can take this from two ways. What you can do is you can delay their spawns by killing the telly, And you want to make sure no one is spawning in your face, right? How you just press tab, make sure no one's dead. And if they are, you want to make sure that they just don't spawn in your face when you do that. You can this, or you can like go straight to like trying to headshot someone. Now, something you want to abuse is what I'm trying to abuse right here. Is that's really unlucky actually, but medics. A lot of the time the medic's going to be on the health kit, and he has no reason. Well, he does have reason, but like often the medic won't move a lot, so it's going to be an easy like if you put a headshot him from this angle, like on the tunnel when he's on the health kit on the stairs, it's going to be an easy like force at that point, and that's just something you want to again just knowing something and just abuse that knowledge you have above the other player. So here I see the demo pick. I'm holding the Solly.
That was filthy.
Yep. I know my Solly's help like bombing in to get the medic pick, so I just basically help him out by taking like the resistance out. Like I was going to be able to get the medic kill there, so I just didn't go for it. I went for this demo who wasn't looking at me, and I thought, okay, that looked like an easy pick, and it would help my Solly. The Solly failed though, and I got a pretty good shot on the medic, which, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to hit that a second time, but whatever, you get lucky sometimes and you hit shots, it's good. I heard the sniper under me, and sniper right now is a pretty good pick because it gives me room for my team to push. Now, I didn't even mean to bump into this medic. I don't know why I was chasing the spy. I shouldn't have done that. If I would have done it if I knew the medic was there, but I didn't. I could see that by how I play. So again, never chase spies. It just happened to like not work out, but I just happened to lead me to the medic's position. I didn't think he was going to be there because at that point there's like one person with him, and we were pushing right into them, so he would like have died pretty much instantly, which was, I don't know, he was a bit out of position. I didn't expect him to be there. But yeah. At that point, I'm really looking for any picks, and right now it doesn't really matter anyway because we've won the game. Pretty much, we have 6 minutes to push the cart like 10 meters. So because we only need to cap this point, and because there's no resistance here, we do. But now I just like help pushing the cart and shit because there's nothing more for me to do, and that's it basically.
Wow, well that was brilliant. Thank you very much for all of that. I mean, that was brilliant. Just step by step of exactly what you were thinking. I think that's hopefully that'll be really helpful to people who want to be the next host, want to be a gun spy like you.
Hope so.
Yeah. So thank you very much for your time, and to everybody watching. Any questions, as always, put them in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more coming along the way with all the different classes on my team, and I'll see you next time.